I never thought I would touch on this because I'm not a drama person and I make sure to stay away from it, but this is something I really need to respond to, and this is a very hard topic because it's certainly a lot, and there will be a lot of triggering topics being talked about here, such as CSEM, I believe that's the right term, zoophilia, and racism, and possibly more, but if there's more, I will put it on screen. There's a lot to unpack, and that's why it's been taking me a bit to respond, because, there's so much going on, and I kind of need time to really come out with something like this, because it's a very stressful situation, and I really need people's patience. And I have a lot to say as well here, such as, people are suspecting my friends being predators. They are not predators. They did not spread CSAM. They did not do any of that, and they did not engage in it. They are not horrible people, and I know they aren't, and I know they would never engage in such behavior. And the fact that my friend is being accused of being a predator is absolutely absurd, and you should never be assuming such a thing about someone. As for the other thing I have to say, please stop speculating what happened between me and Milo and other things. You don't know what happened. You do not know anything. I am not going to talk about it because it is something I didn't want to make public. But I feel the need to say this because I have seen many comments of people suspecting things. You do not know what happened. Stop speculating. What happened between me and Milo is no one's business. No one knows truly what happened, and it's just something I don't feel like making public because, I don't feel like I want to take that step yet, and it's gonna be that way for a while. As for, other things I just wanted to say, stop going at my friends and stop making comments about them. I understand you do not like the people that associate with me, and you're probably upset with them for even associating with me, but this is about me. This is not about them. This is about me. I understand that a lot of people may not like my friends because, they're friends with me, but, they are in no way involved. Keep it on topic and do not mention them. This has nothing to do with them, and it never will. I will not tolerate harassment or hateful comments towards my friends because this is about me. You guys need to realize that this is about me. I will be covering the CSAM stuff first because I feel like it is the most important out of everything because this is such a serious thing and, this is not very good. It's not a good look. There was a claim that I guided someone into finding CSAM material by bypassing tags, and I'm here to tell you this is not what happened, and I have a lot to say. We were in call, I went onto a certain tag on Twitter, I went to Latest, and there was, bad things of children, very abusive material, and I told them about it. Though, I do think I was very irresponsible, because I did kind of accidentally instruct them on how to find it, though it wasn't my intention. Should I have told them what the tag was? Absolutely not. At the time, though, I did not acknowledge that this would probably be instructing. I just saw it as me telling this person about this horrible thing I witnessed because, seeing stuff like that is really bad, and I feel like, me reacting like that was kind of reasonable because usually if you're exposed to such material, obviously you're going to want to tell someone about it. But yes, that's all I have to say about that part. I was just irresponsible. That is all I have to say about it. As for another thing, there was screenshots circling around of me saying stuff about CP, and these were not serious things. I was never serious in these messages. I don't think these jokes should have ever taken place. I do not partake in this type of behavior anymore, and I no longer joke about stuff that isn't acceptable anymore. And, they shouldn't be joked about. No one made me joke like this. I did this under my own volition. No one made me do this, and no one encouraged me to make these jokes. Was I around people that made the same jokes? Absolutely. But it was still something I did. 'Cause, like, no one made me do it. It was something I did myself, and I'm really sorry, and I really shouldn't have joked like that. It's a very sad thing. What I joked about was absolutely absurd, and I don't plan on ever doing that again, and it should never take place ever again. This was something I wanted to touch on the most because I felt like it was the most important. A lot of people around me during this time of my life were engaging in similar behavior. I just felt like I should mention that because I think it's very important. I didn't know how old Wolf was, but this is a little bit confusing in itself because the situation is, there's so much, and from what I know, that was apparently Tall Fox's pictures from what I was told at the time later on. That was not Wolf's, but do I still owe Wolf an apology? Absolutely, and I do owe Toph one too. I never hid this from anyone. I've always expressed guilt for this. I've in fact acknowledged it even before the situation even happened, and it's really bad, and this makes me look really bad. To Wolf, I may not remember a lot, but I am so sorry that I even considered at the time putting you through such a horrible time. I don't know what went through my head at the time, and I can't express how sorry I am, but I am so sorry that I even considered doing that. You should never be put through such a horrible thing. You deserve to be happy, and the fact that I even considered doing that to you and, mistaking that to be you and obviously being Maculus was so horrible, and I regret it so bad, and I wish I never partaken in it. Others partook in it too, but that doesn't excuse what I did. It is still so horrible that I did that, and I'm so sorry. I may not like Toph, but those are still her pictures, and no one should ever be exploited, no matter who they are. I wouldn't even wish that on my worst enemy, and I'm so sorry. I wish I didn't do that. I should have never done that, and I'm so sorry. I'm sorry to Toph. Even if I'm not very fond of her, I am so sorry, and I should have never done that. I don't think what I did can be forgiven, even if I was just a 13-year-old kid. I shouldn't have done that. That was very terrible, and I can't even believe I partook in such behavior, and I feel so horrible for it, and I felt horrible. I've been feeling awful for this for ages, and I wish I never did it, and I don't know what to do about it. I wish I could take back what I did, but unfortunately, that's just something I can't take back. As for the other stuff, such as zoophilia, I'm not a zoophile. I've never wanted to partake in zoophilic things with animals. I've never had thoughts about them, nor have I ever felt an attraction towards them. I did draw feral NSFW in knots, but I am in no way attracted to animals. I didn't even realize this until, later on. I was groomed by someone that, partook in this type of behavior and exposed me to a lot of this content. And he made me think all of this was okay, and it's a horrible thing. I wish I never do that stuff. It is absolutely not okay, but I am not a zoophile, and I could never see an animal that way. I also just wanted to say this here because I also feel like it's important, because I think others were making it seem like Daisy groomed me, but Daisy did not groom me, and I've acknowledged this. Daisy did not groom me. Was the talk we were taken in really odd? Absolutely. We shouldn't have spoken about that, and we shouldn't, have been, talking about this and that. It was weird. Should have never happened. But do I think Daisy groomed me? Absolutely not. I have never thought Daisy groomed me. Daisy did not groom me. This is something I have felt very horrible for, and it shouldn't have taken place either, but I did date this guy as a joke. Daisy claimed it was because he was black, but no, it was like as unserious as it sounds. It was just because he was a furry rapper. No one pressured me into doing this. No one made me do it. Did others encourage it? Yes, but I did it on my own. This was my own doing. No one made me do it. I made racist comments after, the breakup, and I said a lot of mean things that I shouldn't about him. And, even before that, I was still, saying mean things about him, and I was, leaking sext messages between me and him. And, that's not good, and I shouldn't have done that, and there's so much I have to say about it. I am so sorry for doing that to you. I misled you, and I made you think I loved you when I really didn't. I made you think I was just this sweet person that loved you, but then behind closed doors I was leaking a bunch of things about you, and that's a horrible thing, and I shouldn't have been doing that. I don't know what made me think that would be okay to do, even if I thought it was funny, but that's such a horrible thing. If someone did this to me, I would be so heartbroken, and I'm so sorry for what I did to you. I really did enjoy the stuff we did together. We VC'd a lot and hung out. You were never horrible to me, and I really do appreciate that you felt, love for me, but I played around with the trust you had in me, and, I leaked stuff I shouldn't. I should have never done that. I can't imagine having someone in my life that is so sweet to me, but then behind closed doors, they are this maculous person that is leaking all of these things about me. I should have never done that, and I feel so bad. I should have never done what I did, and I really wish I could take back what I did, but unfortunately I can't, and I just have to accept what I did, and I am so sorry for what I did to you. Again, I am so sorry. I hope that you can find someone that, genuinely does care about you, because I think you deserve that. As for the racism, I did say the N-word on multiple and many occasions, and I did make a ton of racist comments. No one made me do this. I was doing this for ages. I never stopped doing it, and I have definitely misled people because I said multiple times that I was sorry. I won't say it again, but I kept going. I kept going with what I was doing, and I kept saying all these horrible things, and it's horrible. It's a very horrible thing because it makes me seem very unreliable, and I want to earn people's trust back, but after that, it's going to be really hard because I keep saying I'm not going to do the same thing over and over and over. But I can assure you, I do not say these things anymore. I don't make racist comments. They were never funny, even if I was serious or not. It doesn't matter. It was still bad, and I shouldn't have said it, and I don't ever want to say stuff like that again. I wish I made better choices, and I can definitely see where people are coming from now when they say children shouldn't have platforms, because it has definitely fucked with me, and I've definitely messed up far too many times, and I have gotten in lots of trouble on many occasions throughout the years, and it's just not normal, and it's just something that shouldn't happen so much. I do genuinely think I should probably step back for a while and try and be better and reflect on a lot of my actions throughout the years, because I keep getting myself in trouble, and it's really horrible, and it shouldn't be happening. And if I'm gonna have a platform, I need to be smart with it, and I want to be, and I want to earn people's trust back, but that's gonna be really hard right now, and I'm sorry. I really am sorry. All of you people are beautiful things, and it's always made me so happy that people see me as an inspiration. They want to draw like me. I thought it was awesome. It is awesome, but the fact I misled people into thinking I was this happy, beautiful, wonderful person is just so heartbreaking, and I wish I never did. Even if I never exactly hid my past, I still did bad things, and it should be acknowledged, and it should always be acknowledged. And I am glad people are acknowledging it, because if they aren't, then but I have so much to say, but this may be all I can say as of right now. I'm really sorry I don't have more to say. If I ever do, I will put it in the comments, probably the description. I'm unsure right now, but I am genuinely so sorry, and I hope everyone has a beautiful day, and I hope everyone, takes care of themselves and all of that jazz. And yeah, I am very sorry.